Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to do a quick video. A couple of you guys expressed a little bit of interest about the podcast that I mentioned, the podcast studio where I recorded the audio recently. I want to give you a shot of that and kind of talk about those for a minute. Maybe you guys could help me out with that. First off, I'm in the garage, and our garage is messy because there's too many people in here in this house for the size, and hey, you make do with what you got. You do the best with what you got, right? Let me turn this around. Can I turn this around? Flip it around. All right. So this is my mixer. I plug in the microphone, I plug in the other computer, and then I have my headphones usually plugged in here. This is the computer that my brother gave me. I have the audio coming out of it, and I use this for playing back phone calls and music and stuff. And then over here I have the computer that I record on. And over here is my bike. And again, it's crowded with a bunch of junk because I don't know how to clean up. And over there is Christy's craft shop. It's where she makes all the fun, cool things. Let me stop this and turn it around. So, this is my pot. Oh, I forgot to show you. Hold on. And then the microphone. Nothing special. Just on a pole. That's where I'm doing this thing. And the first podcast that I'm working on, I've decided to call it OptiPod. Special thanks to my friend Nick Kakowski. He's a great guy. He came up with the name OptiPod, the optimistic podcast. So I thought that was pretty cool. Originally, I was going to title it, Positively Happy, which is all right. It just didn't have that ring to it. OptiPod seems like you could brand the hell out of that. Sell it, right? Just put it in your washing machine. That's the first one, and the gist of it is just to take people's stories that are positive and share them with people to kind of bring about a smile. It's a short podcast. I'm trying to go for 10 to 15 minutes. I don't want it to be very long. So that's the gist of OptiPod. If you want to call in, you can. Right there. It's my little notes. 512-387-4674. That goes to my Google Voice phone number, and you can just leave a message. If you don't want to talk, you can text it out. It'll take texts too. And then once I get those, I'll play them in an episode. I try to do three messages. The first episode's done. I might add some music to it, but it's done for the most part. I've got 2 phone calls and 1 text message. So I'm pretty excited about that. I have 2 other ones that I was wanting to work on. One of them is about a TV show that I used to watch as a kid that's available for streaming. And I want to get my friend in on it. He used to watch it as well. We just got to work out schedules and then production and all that stuff, getting together. And there was another podcast, which this is the original podcast that I wanted to do years ago. I actually started recording episodes for it, but things happened, life happened, and I lost those episodes. The gist of that one is, and I'm not going to give too much away, is I interview people about stuff that they do that's not normal. One of the guys I interview, he's a drag racer. He's been doing it for a little while. So I just kind of talked to him about what got him into it, what he enjoys about it, what he sees in the future, how does it work, what did he learn through the process. And it was a pretty good interview. I just wish that I hadn't lost him. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. You guys were kind of curious about what was going on with that. So yeah, I got 3 podcasts that I'm interested in doing. And the first one I could use a lot of help with. I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed the OptiPod because I like hearing people's stories about whatever is going on. One of the stories is about appreciating what you have, or appreciating what you have that other people might not have. Like, I don't want to give too much away, but somebody else has had a bad day and it was brightened up by the kindness of a stranger. So that kind of thing. So if you have any positive stories that you want to share with me, call that number 512-387-4674. Leave a message and we'll get it on a future podcast. I've got 1 completed. I've got another one. I've got 1 call right now. I just need to add to it. And we'll do that in the future. So that's what's going on at the NingerMan's house. I figured I'd brighten this up a little bit because yesterday's video was not exactly a positive experience. I hope you got out of it what you needed. It's important that we talk about mental health. It's important that we get out. Don't be embarrassed to talk about how you're feeling inside, especially if like you just got that cloud. That's what it is for me. When I feel depressed, it's like I'm putting on a hoodie, and that hoodie is depression. And it's hard to take it off because everything spirals. So talk to me if you don't have anybody to talk to, if you don't feel comfortable talking to friends and family. I know it's hard because, especially for me, being a dad and a husband, I'm supposed to be the strong, I'll do anything for my family, but it's not that way. So anyway, I didn't want to go over that. I just want to talk about the podcast. But if you need help, get help. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel like a failure, because you're not. You just have some things going on in here that you need help with. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about those things. The podcast is alive, the first one. The second one, I could probably get going pretty soon once I figure out who I want to talk to and get the questions written down. Anyway, I think you got. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this. I guarantee I'm gonna have that giveaway. I promise. I think I'm gonna do it on Sunday. I think I'm gonna record it on Sunday and upload it. Or maybe I'll do it on Saturday, upload it on Monday, Sunday, one day. Gosh, I just ramble on these things, man. I'm sorry. I get excited about stuff and I talk about it. So shout out to all the people that's helped me so far with this podcast. If you have something that's kind of a hobby or a career that's a little bit different, I want to interview for the other podcast. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that clears it up. If you want to come help me clean my garage out, I'd appreciate that.